Hello, beautiful collective. How are you today? If you are new here, my name is Ziya. If you are a fellow and returning subscriber, thank you for your continued love and support. I appreciate you all for being here today, for showing up for yourself, for showing up to my channel, showing me some love and some support. It's always appreciated. Today I have something a little bit different for you guys. We're not going to be using any cards. I'm actually going to be using my intuition to tune into your guys' energy and give you a energy reading, okay? So just like you would with a pick a card, take a few deep breaths, tune into the energies. We got purple, green, pink, and blue. If you're drawn to multiple, trust your intuition because you might have multiple messages here. Because this is a general read, okay? Take what resonates and leave what don't, and do not shoot the messenger, all right? So, with that being said, if you are ready, make sure you go check out the timestamps for your reading, okay? And I will see you at your pile. Hello to those of you that were drawn to the purple. This is your energy reading, okay? So instantly tapping into the energy, I heard that you see right through me. How do you do that shit? I feel like you guys definitely have the ability to be able to see right through people. You can sense energies, you see through energies. You guys are very clairvoyant, clairsentient, claircognizant. There's some more clairaudient. I can't think of all of the clairs right now, but I feel like you guys are very gifted in all of the clairs. I feel like you guys have had multiple spiritual awakenings, okay? This little squiggly going up was giving me the vibe of like Kundalini awakening. Some of you guys could be going through that right now, or for most of you, I feel like you've already went through this. You've had some sort of Kundalini awakening, dark night of the soul, ego deaths, spiritual awakenings. And when I say spiritual awakenings, I say plural because this is not your first rodeo. It's kind of what I'm picking up. I feel like in order to have this much of a flow in your energy, you've had to have done some sort of work. Okay? I kept hearing keep it light, keep it tight. So for you guys in particular, I feel like having a light, clean, healthy diet is going to be crucial. I feel like if you notice that when you eat certain foods, you find yourself either in a bad mood or you're really fucking tired or you have a hard time tapping into higher realms, it's like it starts to weigh heavy on your energy because you are what you eat. And for you guys, because you've had so many spiritual awakenings, it's like there is no going back to how things used to be. I feel like there could be a little bit of resistance in the solar plexus, and I feel like it has to do with food. Comfort foods is what I was really picking up. Like, I feel like when you guys go through spiritual awakenings, something that your body will tend to crave is like comfort foods or heavy foods, cheese, chocolate, pastas, pizza, and I also feel like if you do try to eat those, you might notice that you get heartburn, indigestion, your stomach gets really upset, you start to get headaches. I don't know. Like, I just feel like something with your diet makes a huge impact on your physical body. And I was picking up have, when you start to notice that you're having some sort of resistance, they were saying eat bananas, okay? I was hearing that. I like to eat apples and bananas. So apples and bananas could be really good for you to kind of balance that energy back out. Apples are actually good for your throat, and bananas are good for your solar plexus. So, yes. On to the next. I was picking up dance and yoga, and I was feeling like this is going to just help get that energy going and flowing. For those of you that are currently going through your Kundalini awakening, this is going to help that energy just rise a little bit effortlessly, a little bit more easily, I guess I should say. I feel like you guys came here to be an anchor for the energies that belong in the higher realms, as well as the ones that belong in the lower realms, you know, like the more darker entities. You guys have this beautiful, balanced energy that allows you to work with both. And I feel like it's because you guys came here to restore harmony on the planet. So you came here to help neutralize energies and to help balance them out, harmonize them, and allow them to feel comfortable around you. It's like when you encounter lower vibrational entities or energies or darker energies, you have this sense of compassion and understanding for them and a sense of respect. You don't trigger them or cause them to feel angry. And if you do trigger them, it's not in a way where, how do I explain this? Because obviously, you know, when you do work like this, you're going to trigger people, you're going to trigger certain energies. But it's in a way that ends up being beneficial for them and helpful for them. And it helps them heal some sort of area in their life. So they might see you and instantly be triggered by you or hear something you say and be like, that don't sit right with me. But later on, I feel like they come back to reevaluate that, and it does then help them look deeper into themselves. Maybe you trigger their spiritual awakenings, things like this. Okay, you guys are here to essentially raise the vibration of the planet, of humanity, right? And I was picking up to make sure you're cleansing your crown chakra and protecting your crown chakra, right? Wearing some sort of hat, headband, braiding your hair, things like this will help keep your crown chakra protected. You guys are very, I'm hearing empathic, but I feel like empowered empaths. Like, you don't always just absorb energy. I feel like if you do, it's to transmute it. But you do pick up on a lot of shit when you're out in public, right? Like, if people are thinking certain things about you, you will pick that up. And I feel like there's just a need to protect that, protect your energy, protect your crown chakra from picking up everybody else's thoughts, their feelings, things like that, okay? I was also picking up, you guys have a very deep connection with the Akashic records as well as with your soul star chakra. And this allows you to have this sense of remembrance to also help other people remember who they are and why they came here. It's like you tap people into their purpose. I love that. And I was feeling like exhausted and I kept hearing sleep deprived. So some of you guys might be feeling like you need more sleep in your life. Some of you guys might be feeling like you don't get enough sleep. You can't fucking sleep a full night, or almost like insomnia. So meditate is what I was picking up. That helps just relax the mind. And if you can't sleep, try to find time where you can do some breath work, meditation, things like that. You guys are receiving a lot of downloads. I was also picking up coconut, blueberries, and plums are going to be good for you right now. You guys are having a major upgrade or activation in your third eye chakra. And then there's that "You See Right Through Me" song. But yeah, so this is what I am picking up for you guys. You guys are downloading a lot right now. That's why all these little speckles are coming down, okay? This is from the higher realms. They're giving you a lot of downloads and activations right now, so make sure you're trying to get enough rest, cleansing yourself, protecting yourself, and you're keeping your body light to keep it tight, okay? Make sure you're moving. I was picking up the dance and the yoga, so make sure you're moving your body. Stretching is just going to help the energy be a little bit more free-flowing. So that's what I have for you guys. Also, make sure you're grounding yourself during this time as well. I do feel like for a lot of you guys, you are very connected to your roots, to your Earth Star chakra as well. So you guys are probably very connected with your ancestors. But just make sure you're grounding yourself when you start to feel really tired, overwhelmed, anxious, things like this can be a sign that you're ungrounded, okay? I feel like most of you already know this, but just a reminder, you know, from your guides to ground yourself, ground your energy, and protect yourself, okay? I'm sending you guys lots of love, and I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please feel free to give it a like, a comment, subscribe to my page, hit the little bell button so you don't miss when I upload. And let me know how you was feeling about this. This is my first time doing something like this, but, you know, I wanted to step outside of the box and test my skills a little bit. But I hope this resonated with you guys, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye. Hello to those of you that chose the green. This is going to be your energy reading. So when I was tapping into the energy, I started hearing that song over and over again. What is it? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now I don't know what else to do, but I can't go on not loving you. Okay, so I feel like some of you guys might find yourself in the same cycles over and over again. And I feel like it has a lot to do with pain from past relationships, childhood, even past lives, or parallel lives that are still kind of trickling down into your current reality, right? Because there is a need to heal. There's like a little blockage in your heart chakra that is, I feel like you've been working on trying to heal. I think some of you guys are kind of just at a loss as of where to go from here. Because I did see like a bandage over the heart chakra. So, and it says abandonment, loss, bandaging up, and wounded. So you guys have definitely experienced a lot of trauma and heartache in this lifetime, and probably in other lives too, or in other dimensions where you are currently existing, you know. And you can feel this very heavily. And you can see it playing out over and over again. You might keep encountering people that have the same energy, right? I'm going to give you a little backstory on myself real quick just because I feel like this applies here. But when I was in the dating scene, you know, I've been single for the last 3 years now, but my last actual boyfriend was super toxic. We were both toxic for each other, okay? It wasn't just him toxic for me, but I was also toxic for him. And after me and him broke up, until I finally decided, you know what, I need to heal. I need to focus on myself for a while. I kept encountering other people that had his same exact fucking energy, but it was in a different body, you know what I mean? So some of you guys could be experiencing something similar. Like you keep encountering people that just treat you the same as the last motherfucker did. And it's like, damn, like I'm a good person. And I feel like you guys are good people. You got a good heart. You have a beautiful heart. And I love that you guys don't choose to just completely close your heart out, because, you know, sometimes I'll see like a big ass X, like heart is just completely blocked off, right? But it was just like a little X, like I've been hurt. It is kind of hard for me to want to be vulnerable, but you still do. Like you still open yourself up. You still allow yourself to be vulnerable and to experience love, whatever that looks like to you, right? Or allow yourself to love other people. And I think that is beautiful. That is a superpower. And I also feel like it might look like a lot of like, you know, chaos here, but I feel like you guys have chose to go through so much shit because you guys are meant to heal and overcome this. And you guys are also very old souls. And the only way that you would have been able to achieve this next level of evolution is to go through a lot of trauma, heartache, and pain. And as much as it sucks, sometimes we got to learn the hard way, you know what I mean? If you were given the, you know, the white picket fence and the, you know, beautiful children with the perfect husband, right? You think you would have gained any sort of evolution? No, you had to go through all of this shit in order for you to level up and in order for you to come back to a new part of yourself or do some like soul retrieval, energy retrieval, because you wouldn't have seeked this out if it wasn't for this pain that you went through, okay? And I was hearing clouded in patterns, so your third eye could be a little bit clouded. And I feel like that's where you keep finding yourself in these patterns, is because there is a need to heal some sort of perceptions, right? Limiting beliefs, and negative self-talk, like the way that you talk to yourself, like, oh, I deserve this, or I'm not worthy, things like this, like you are worthy, you do deserve more. This is just some sort of perception that I feel has been pushed onto you. And I also was picking up a block in your crown chakra. So if you're feeling like disconnected, especially from like a higher power, right? Like you're having a hard time with your faith, you're struggling with your faith, or putting your faith into something that is above you or higher than you, I should say. I feel like it's because you have a block in your crown chakra. And I was hearing the word nihilism, which is when you go through life sometimes and you just completely like lose your faith. You struggle with like, how do I, sometimes I have a hard time explaining this, but it's like when you struggle with your faith, right? That's actually something that is in the Chiron of Scorpio. So if your Chiron is in Scorpio, that could be a wound that you came here to heal and overcome. My Chiron is actually in Scorpio. That's the only reason I know that. Nihilism is one of those things that end up coming there, as well as, sexual trauma. I'm trying to think. People trying to assert themselves over you, control you, feelings of, the S word. I don't want to say it too much because I don't know if I'm allowed to say stuff like that, but, I don't even think I'm allowed to say like sexual on here, but I did. But yeah, you could deal with really heavy feelings that come with like depression, If you know, you know. Okay, I'm not going to go too much into it. If you know, you know. But yeah, and I feel like there is a need to like speak up. Okay, you're having like a clearing in your throat chakra as well. When I was doing this, I kept clearing my throat. Like, I kept feeling like I had like something in my throat. Like there's something that you need to express, or find like an outlet for you to express some of these pains, whether it's like poetry, journaling, painting, creating content, right? I heard graphic design, but there's another one that's like right on the tip of my tongue, and I can't just spit it out right now. But yeah, just finding like an outlet for you to express your creativity, express your pain. And I was hearing release and flow, let it go, okay? So get into that feminine energy, which I was picking up. You do have some sort of, it's almost like your feminine energy is hiding behind your masculine energy. And it says overcompensating, and it says I can't leave. So some of you guys might have a really hard time leaving relationships or jobs, connections where you feel unappreciated, you feel like it's not mutual. I keep hearing unrequited love, right? So when somebody's not giving you what you deserve and you still stay because you want to love these people, and with the arrow going up, I feel like it's like a separation, like there's no bridging the chakras. It's almost like your upper chakras are doing their own thing and your lower chakras are doing their own thing, but there's no like bridge that is connecting the two in a sense. And it's because your heart is going through some healing, or it needs to. There's something that you need to forgive and let go. Healing the heart starts with forgiveness, okay? Forgiveness of the self, forgiveness of others. And forgiving others does not mean you condone what they did to you or that you accept that into your life, but it means that you're ready to move forward and to attract new energy and to allow something new to come into your life, right? But yeah, I was picking up your solar plexus is overcompensating for your feminine. I felt like wounded feminine energy, right? So, and I feel like this is because you've been hurt so much in the past. People have betrayed you, let you down. Some of you could have experienced some sexual trauma. Trigger warning, I'm sorry. I should have said that beforehand. But for those of you that have experienced that, your masculine energy is overcompensating for that. Getting some Reiki would be good for you guys, I feel like, just to try to bring that healthy balance between all of your chakras, but especially between these two, because this seems like it could be a problem. Like if you have like really bad acid reflux, you have a hard time like losing weight, things like this, I feel like this is why. This is why, because there's something in your feminine energy that needs to be healed, like some sort of trauma that needs to be released. And this little tiny swirl is like, I almost feel like your feminine energy, like your sacral chakra is really underactive. That's what I was kind of picking up. And then with all of these roots right here in your root chakra, I was picking up like too rooted or attached. So some of you might be like really attached to your possessions, attached to people, deal with codependency problems, addictions, things like that, right? Because you're very connected to the material. And I was kind of picking up a little bit of ego, right, with your solar plexus being so overactive like that. Some of you guys could catch yourself almost being like in ego battles with other people, or feeling like I feel like the whole world's against me, okay? So that's actually a song by Tink. And it's literally called Whole World Against Me, and it's a great song, so definitely check it out if that intrigues you. But maybe some of you guys feel like when you meet people, like you always got to like prove yourself or one up them, or they're trying to one up you, so you're like, reciprocating the energy is kind of what I was picking up. Like there could be a lot of ego involved here, but yeah, I feel like really cleansing your energy and trying to reconnect back with your faith, with your higher self, or with a higher power will definitely help carry you through your journey. Connecting back with your guides, your ancestors, your angels, things like this will help bring you back to your center and help you heal a lot of your current imbalances, right? I didn't want to say issues because, some of them might be looked at as issues. They could cause actual issues like I said, like indigestion, acid reflux. Some of you guys could be having like some skin issues, like maybe if you have psoriasis, all of a sudden your psoriasis are acting up, or you're like having little dry patches in your skin is breaking out, things like this, right? Because your heart is actually got a lot to do with your skin. So when your heart is either blocked or, dealing with some sort of heaviness, like you can start to see it play out in the way that your skin is reacting. Is it really dry? Is it really itchy? Is it, really oily? Are you breaking out really bad? These are signs that, your heart is currently needing a little bit of attention, right? But yeah, I would definitely recommend seeing a Reiki practitioner. I also do Reiki for free right now, so if that is something that you would like to do, definitely send me an email because I got y'all, okay? So this is all I have for you guys, and I'm sending you guys so much love, okay? You will get through this, and like I said, you guys have so much that you have to go through because you guys are meant to evolve beyond anything you've ever experienced before, okay? So I'm sending you guys lots of love, okay? Make sure that if this reading resonated with you, that you give it a like, a comment, subscribe, hit the little bell button so you don't miss when I upload. It definitely helps on my channel, and I would appreciate it. And I'm sending you guys lots of love, and thank you for being here today. Bye. Hello to those of you that were drawn to the pink. This is going to be your energy reading. Instantly tapping into this energy, I was hearing that S, 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 N, M, M. And I was hearing chains and whips excite me. I like it, okay? So I was definitely picking up some like BDSM. And I was also hearing, I swear I'm traumatized, okay? So that's by NBA Youngboy. The other one is by Rihanna. You can definitely go check them out. I think that one song I was just singing by Rihanna is literally called S&M. And then the other one that I was just talking about by NBA is literally called Traumatized, okay? So, and I was seeing a snake when I was tapping into the energy. And sometimes when I see snakes, I see them as like Kundalini energy or some sort of protection. But I was picking up like y'all have been snaked in the past. And I feel like it could have been by like family or people that were really close to you have definitely turned their back on you, fucked you over, did you super dirty, was just downright fucking grimy. And it caused you to really just kind of shut down. I didn't put it on here, but I was picking up like a block in your heart chakra as well as in your throat chakra. Your crown was semi-blocked. I didn't put a full X through there because it feels like you guys are having some sort of awakening to the toxicity, the trauma, your cycles, your blockages that you feel are here. As well as your programmings. It's like you guys are becoming aware. So some of you guys could be experiencing like your first ego death, because I was picking up like a lot of ego here. But you guys are very passionate. I feel like you guys, when you are ready for something, you're trying something new, you guys go in with a very passionate, almost like a childlike energy, like, ooh, something new, I want to try this. Just like very excited, very passionate about it. But then I also feel like your ego can sometimes get in the way of you really being able to enjoy these things. And I was picking up like lust, materialism, as well as like codependency and addictions. So I feel like this is all linked in with your ego, you know what I mean? And I wrote independence, but then they were like, nope, scribble that out. I feel like you guys, it's almost like you're fighting with your ego for your independence, but you feel almost stuck, is what I was picking up. Like there's like this really stuck feeling, like, see, we got hard time leaving, and it's pointed up to codependency. And with this big old spiral right here, I was picking up, it's almost like your solar plexus and your sacral are like muddied together, or there's some sort of like sludgy type of energy that is like over your solar and your sacral chakra. So if you guys have had like, you know, sexual partners in the past, and you weren't being super careful with who you were sharing those ties with, some of you guys might need to have some like cord cuttings to really let that energy go. Because I feel like there are some people that you possibly have let in and, you know, shared yourself in a very sacred way with them, not even really thinking too much about it, and you've picked up some energy and it's keeping you almost stuck or feeling weighed down or blocked in this area. So if you're having any issues with like addictions, codependency, lust, like if you're attracting a lot of lustful energy or you're acting in a very lustful way, I'm picking up like a Jezebel spirit, okay? Like, let's just be honest, if we're going to put a title on it, like Jezebel spirit, which she can be very lustful. She can also be, I just heard the word intoxicating, kind of like siren-esque, like bring you to your own demise. A lot of like self-sabotage. When things start to go good, I just have a tendency to just, my ego gets in the way and I just self-sabotage. I self-destruct. And I was hearing here, heal the heart, free the mind, okay? So it's like once you finally heal your heart, and I was feeling like your higher heart chakra is blocked right now. There's a need to just really focus on your self-love and your self-care, not really worried about what other people got going on. And I was hearing that song, what's love got to do with it? Okay, so I do feel like y'all have like went through so much that you've literally just like taken love off the table. You guys are just, kind of comfortable with the casual encounters right now, the very surface level connections. You're not really trying to get too deep, because I feel like everybody that you've ever gotten deep with or close to has just had a way of snaking you, turning their back on you, fucking you over, disappointing you, like leaving you high and dry, using you. Some of you guys could be also very well off, and that's why your ego could be kind of big. Because like, you got it. Like, I got the juice, bitch. Like, like I'm that motherfucker, okay? And so that could have caused your ego to kind of be kind of big, and people could have used you in the past, and that's why your ego is so big. It's like as a protection mechanism, you know what I mean? If I keep a surface level, if I don't go too deep, motherfuckers can't get over on me. But at some point, I feel like we got to look in the mirror and be like, what kind of life is this? Am I really happy, or am I just putting on a facade? Because I feel like a lot of times with ego, we can definitely put on a mask, and we have a hard time being, vulnerable or in our emotions and tapping into our heart center. And that is where we're going to receive the highest amount of love that we've ever experienced. But I feel like it has to start with you first before you can go and find this in somebody else or give this to somebody else. You have to find it in yourself first. And that's why there's a need to really focus on your heart chakra, focus on unblocking your higher heart chakra, give yourself that self-love, that self-care, right? I was feeling like a tingling in the left side of my face, and it was giving me the vibe of like your left brain is like super active and you've completely closed your right side of your brain off, which is where your feminine energy is, your creativity, your imagination. Some of you guys could be kind of like really practical or rigid, right? I just heard workaholics too. So some of you guys could be like super work or goal oriented, and you're just like, I don't got time for no connections. I ain't got time for, the self-care outside of just making money. Like maybe some of you guys look at, working and money as a form of self-care, but I feel like what your soul is really needing and your energy is really needing is like a nice bubble bath, being out in nature for a little while, something that's not like going out and buying clothes or buying a new car or something like that, you know what I mean? Something that is more naturally sustained, being out in nature, enjoying the beauty of nature, that's free, taking a bubble bath, I mean, for the most part, it's free. I mean, depending on your situation, but, trying to think of some more things. Snuggling with your animals, like that's a form of self-care. Animals vibrate at a very high frequency. Being around plants, if you have house plants or something, being around those, watching your favorite movie, reading a good book, things like that is really what your energy and your soul is craving the most right now. And also like daydreaming, like allow yourself to daydream, allow yourself to just get lost in it a little bit. That'll help bring a little bit more of that right side of your brain activity back into your life, allow you to experience life in a more fuller kind of way. Fuller, yeah, we're gonna go with it. where you just feel more connected. I feel like if you're not feeling connected right now, it's because your heart's closed off right now. So, and with the X being here in your throat chakra, I was feeling like almost like a lack of purpose, or not really knowing what your real purpose is, because you are so, I want to say, like, caught up in the material world, right? And your purpose doesn't lie within there, it lies within your soul. And that's why your soul and your energy is calling you to really just take a moment to just, read a good book, meditate, do some yoga, dance, play, things like this, because this is going to help you connect back with your soul and with your purpose, and also being more authentic, living a life that's more authentic to you. I feel like your purpose is you living in your authenticity. I feel like you came here maybe with a lot of pride and a lot of ego naturally. Like maybe some of you guys are Leos, or I'm also picking up like Taurus energy as well. Taurus and Leo are actually like fixed signs, pretty sure. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius are the fixed signs. So yeah, it's like once you're like set on something, you just, it's really hard to change your mind, right? And I feel like you guys came here with that type of attitude to learn how to break free from this. This is like your karma that you came here to clear. So, if you're experiencing a lot of headaches, this is definitely a sign that you're going through some sort of awakening. You're coming into your higher consciousness, a sense of awareness of all of these cycles, toxicity, negative beliefs, limiting beliefs, karmic situations, whether that's a person, a place, or a thing, addictions, things like that. You guys are waking up to it. And with the little arrow going up, it's like you guys are coming into a higher sense of awareness. Okay, so this is what I have for you, and I hope this resonated with you guys. And if it did, definitely feel free to give me a like, a comment, subscribe, hit the little bell button so you don't miss when I upload. And I hope to see you guys in my other readings. I'm sending you guys lots and lots of love. Okay, take care of yourself and try to find a way to, detach from being so much in the physical realm and start tapping into the higher realms, okay? Work on healing that heart of yours. You guys have a beautiful heart. Don't close it down just because you've been hurt before. That's when you're going to close yourself off to joy and love. And everybody wants love, no matter what they say. I don't care. Everybody needs love. Everybody wants love. That's what we're all looking for at the end of the day, okay? So I'm sending you guys lots of love on your journey. Take care of yourself, okay? Bye. Hello to those of you that were drawn to the blue marker. This is going to be your reading, okay? So when I was tapping into the energy, I kept hearing that, tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air, okay? And I was also hearing, if I want it, I got it. So I feel like you guys are definitely very powerful manifestors. The only thing that slows your manifestations down from coming into the physical is not being very connected to the physical realm. I feel like you guys are my otherworldly, mysticals, channelers, empaths, starseeds, right? You guys are the deep divers. So I feel like it is really hard for you to be here on the physical plane, and sometimes you feel like you're more comfortable in the higher realms. But in order to bring your manifestations in, you have to ground them first into the physical plane, which in order to do that, you have to be grounded in general, right? So I feel like for you guys, something big for you guys is learning how to feel more comfortable in the physical. Okay, and I kept hearing, I don't belong here. But I'm here to tell you, you do belong here. You came here for a reason, a very beautiful reason, okay? So as much as you want to fly away, you got to stay here for a little while, okay? You came here for a reason to do some beautiful things. You guys are channelers. Some people that encounter you could be like, you know, you're really up in the clouds, or hello, are you there? You know, kind of like you're always daydreaming or you're off in some other world. And I feel like it's because you guys are very connected to your higher chakras. There's a need to bridge the gap between your higher and lower chakras. I was picking up a block in your root chakra. Like I said, I feel like you guys are very comfortable up here. And with the little halo around the crown chakra, I was feeling like you guys are very connected to angelic beings, starseed collectives, things like this. And I feel like that's where you feel most comfortable, is in that type of energy. So there's a need to work on your root chakra, work on grounding yourself, okay? We're a soul with a body, not a body with a soul, but we still have to learn how to be in our body and to embrace the fullness of this experience that we came here for, right? We came here to be a human, to experience what it's like to be a human, and to also evolve and grow, or, you know, bring something new into this life. And I feel like that's what you guys came here to do with this beautiful gift of manifestation. You guys came here to manifest something into this physical reality that is going to help humanity, to help the planet. And if you're not here, you know what I mean, and grounding this energy, it's never going to be able to come in. So, and you're the only one that can do this, you know what I mean? You're the only one that can do this work that you're doing right now. There are other souls that incarnated with you, you know, that you can seek out for support. But I feel like, as far as what you came here to do, you're the only one that can do this. You're the only one that can bring this specific energy, your specific energy in, okay? So really focus on bringing this energy down, grounding yourself, connecting with Mother Gaia, especially when you start to feel like, I don't belong here. Get out into Mother Gaia. Sometimes when we come from a very high vibrational place, we're a star seed, an empath, things like this, we can feel like we don't belong here because the energy is so heavy, it's so dense, and it's almost like, how could anybody live like this, you know? But Mother Gaia is going to be the closest thing that you're going to find to being home, okay? So connecting with her, asking her for her comfort, her love, her support is going to help you guys a lot. And it'll also help bridge that gap that you guys have between your throat and your solar plexus, as well as like the crown and your root, right? But I do feel like you guys have a very healthy throat chakra. I was picking that up. Like, you guys are very clear. You guys are very outspoken in a very healthy way, though. It's not like you guys talk over others. You guys have a very... Because when we have a very healthy throat chakra, we don't just speak in a very clear way. We're not just channeling all the time, but we also listen very well. And I do feel like a lot of times people might come to you and want to almost, you know, word vomit all over you, just tell you everything about their life, because you have a very healing and calm energy, especially being drawn to this beautiful, like, baby blue color. I feel like this is like part of your aura. And I was picking up like celestite, very celestial, okay? You guys have a very celestial energy to you. You guys are connected to celestial beings. So a lot of times people will come to you and they'll just tell you everything about their life because they feel comfortable with you. You bring them a sense of calm and ease, peace, you know? I just think sometimes you guys can get a little too caught up with, you know, being up in the higher realms, which ain't nothing wrong with being up in the higher realms. I love it there too. I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes I have the same issue and I gotta work on my root chakra, and I'm a fucking Capricorn. Like, I'm a earth sign. So, you know, it's common, especially when you do, like I said, vibrate at such a high frequency, or you come from a very high vibrational place. It can be hard to be here, so you just want to fly away, right? I kept hearing that. I want to fly away. But, you know, just make sure that you are staying focused. And I was picking up like these arrows going upwards, because it's like wanting to leave You want to leave the physical. You don't want to be in your root chakra. You don't want to be in your physical body. You want to be in your spirit, in your soul, just traveling other realms. So you guys could have a lot of Pisces energy as well. Very Neptune vibes that I'm picking up here, okay? Like, just, I want to escape. I want to daydream. I want to just be stuck in my little, my own world, my little la la land, I guess, so to say. But yeah, so I feel like also eating foods that are like root fruits, root vegetables, okay? So like potatoes, turnips. I was also picking up like tomatoes as well. So red foods as well as root vegetables are going to be good for you to help get you back down into your root chakra, as well as doing physical activities, going for walks, working out, doing yoga. What is something else? I feel like you guys probably already meditate, or you don't have an issue with, meditating and being, like I said, being in the higher realms. So maybe lay a little bit off of the meditation and just really focus on getting back into your physical body and enjoying what you came here to experience, right? You're only going to be here for a short amount of time, and then you guys don't even have to come back here. I feel like you guys had a choice. So you guys came here on a mission. You didn't have to come here. You came here on a mission, and when you're done, you can go back. You don't even have to come back, okay? It's not like you guys came here because you had to, clear some karma or anything like that. You guys came here because you wanted to come here to experience, to evolve, to bring something in, to help humanity, to help the planet, to help the animals, whatever it is that you came here for. So now it's time to stay present right now. You can also do things that like tap you into your senses. And now I'm not just talking about your psychic or your spiritual senses. I'm talking about the 5 senses, like focusing on taste, touch, sight, smell, hear, like the things that you hear, right? Can also help bring you down into your physical. But yes, this is what I have for you guys, and I hope this resonated with you. Definitely feel free to give this a like, a comment, subscribe, hit the little bell button so you don't miss when I upload. I would appreciate it. It helps out my channel. And I hope to see you guys again. Okay, I'm sending you guys lots of love. Focus on that root chakra. That's the only thing that's blocked right now, is that root chakra and, bridging that gap. But I'm sending you guys lots of love. Take care of yourself, okay? Bye.